Hey, it's Amale. Um, when I was visiting family in Paris, I forgot my mic and my tripod, and I'm currently in Barcelona for work. Um, and so yeah, I don't know why it just motivated me to post a video or to film a video. So yeah, we're not gonna let a tripod and a mic stop us, okay? So today the video I want to make is about self-trust. It's something that comes a lot through the coaching I do and through the coaching session I have with my clients. So I was very inspired to do this video and just to share some insights from these sessions, and hoping it will help some of you. So first of all, why did you stop trusting yourself? And how can you build it again? That's the main question you have to ask yourself. What broke your self-trust? You know? Your self-trust isn't conditional. It doesn't have a price, and it can't be exchanged for anything. We slowly learn to stop trusting ourselves through conditioning, growing up, through school, through society, through our environment, and we slowly lose this ability to trust ourselves. But this is not something that disappears. It's something that is always there. You know, you just have to learn to find it again. You know, to search for it and to find it. And the only way to do it is to go inward, to build this deeper connection with yourself. And it's we can say that everything goes to this. You know, it always comes back to this, coming back to ourselves, to this inner connection. And through this, everything comes out. You know, everything comes from this deeper connection. As a child, you might have lost this ability to trust yourself, this ability to come back to yourself for answers. Maybe you learn to get answer from the outside. I read this story about this woman who lost something in her house. So this is a story of this woman who was searching something outside of her house, and a man comes and asks her, "What are you searching for?" And she's saying, "Oh, I lost my needle." And he asked her, "Where did you lost it?" And she said, "Well, I lost it inside my house." And he asked him, "Well, why are you searching outside of your house then?" And she answered, "Well, there's more light outside." I think I will always remember this story because it's a great image of self-trust and how we learn to rely on the outside world for basically everything, for self-love, for self-trust, for self-reliance, and we slowly lose this ability to actually just rely on ourselves, you know, like for simple answers or for support, you know. When we have this ability give this to ourselves, you know. And so again, this is really, it's not about searching the answers outside, but really coming back to ourselves. And this is where we will find everything that we need is inside, you know. Now, how do you build this relationship with yourself, and how do you build this self-trust again? First, one thing that really can really help is this, you know, how we all, I think we all have this, especially in our modern world, we all have this reflex of going to search the answers on Google or on ChatGPT or like YouTube or social media for simple answers, you know, instead of coming to ourselves and asking ourselves these answers first, you know. It doesn't mean you can't search for answers outside, or like search for answers on Google, on ChatGPT, on social media, but the first source of answers should be you. And I think it's obvious, you know, it's the first person you should be relying on is you, you know. The second thing you can try is to journal. And for me, it's I think it's the best way to really build this self-trust again, to try to, when you have a question and you don't know the answer, instead of going outside, try to journal on this question and try to find the answers within yourself, you know. You can start journaling these answers, and you will see at first it's gonna be a little hard because you got used to relying on outside, you know. we all are we all became very reliant on answers outside. But to build this relationship again, this connection again, you can start to try to find the answers within, you know. You can, if you have a question, you can ask the question and try to write everything that comes out. Everything that comes out goes into the paper. You just write everything, and you will see that slowly you're going to build this self-reliance, and your reflex won't be to go outside for answers, but instead to come back to yourself, you know. And it can be simple things, but it can be also for life decision or like daily things, and you will see that slowly you will actually subconsciously you will have this instinct to come back to yourself again, you know. Last thing is to try to listen without trying to fix, you know. Sometimes we have these answers that comes to us, but our first instinct is to start judging or analyzing or judging, you know. But sometimes these answers are what we need, you know. And maybe it doesn't make sense at the time, but maybe it is the answer we need. And what you can do is to try to sit with the answer you get without trying to understand, without even trying to understand it, but just to sit with it and to observe it. You know, you can observe it without analyzing, without trying to fix it or to change it or to improve it, you know. And yeah, this is really some things that help me and my clients to really start to rely on themselves first, you know, to come back to themselves for answers instead of going outside, you know. And really this is very important because we learn to make ourselves the enemy, and we become our worst enemy, you know. And all this work is really to learn to be friends with ourselves again, and to build this friendship with ourselves. We shouldn't be our worst enemy, we should be our best friend, you know. Because, and it's not in, again, every time I like to precise this, because I know people can take it the wrong way, but it's not about being a narcissist and just you know, like it's me and me and me. No, it's really, it's actually the contrary, you know. When you start to build this deeper connection with yourself, and when you start to rely on yourself, you will be able to help others. Because how can you help others when you're not helping yourself, you know? This is really the best thing we can do, to start to heal this relationship with ourselves first, to be able to help others. So just to end this video, 2 questions. What part of me did I silence to be accepted? And what would happen if I start listening again? There's nothing wrong with you. There's no, you don't have any problem. The only thing is to come back to yourself. And you can start right now. So yeah, I hope this video helped you, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.